俺はヒーローになりに来ました。
Konnichiwa, snitches. I'm B. This is Bro Takuza. Okay, so it's not necessarily a hot take, get it? But Fire Force might easily be the best new anime of summer 2019. Episode 1 of Dr. Stone was great, but this one is something special. So, the first episode of Fire Force premiered on July 5th, and I gotta say, it's been a while since I've been this excited for an anime, and for a few reasons, which I will touch on in a few seconds. But first, here's a quick synopsis of the show if you haven't started on it already. So, Fire Force takes place in Tokyo sometime in the future where humans are bursting into flames in a phenomenon called spontaneous human combustion. These humans are referred to as infernals, and they are the first generation to experience this phenomenon. So the second and third generations of humans go on to develop the ability to manipulate fire without becoming infernals themselves. So the main character, Shinra, is a third generation who has a crazy ability called Devil's Footprints, whereby he can shoot fire from his feet. He's wanted to be a superhero since he was little, so he takes these abilities and joins a group of exorcist-like firefighters in the Special Fire Force Company 8 to help stop infernals from getting out of control in the city. So Shinra actually has a bit of a past of his own to be dealt with, which will be uncovered little by little as the series goes on. So why am I calling this one so early? Well, for a few reasons actually. Starting with the obvious, there's the animation. Judging off the first episode, this season looks like it could be a Sakuga porn fest for those who value super high quality animation. David Production, the studio producing Fire Force, brought over some key players from Studio Shaft, and what we've gotten so far from episode 1 was nothing short of amazing. The fire effects felt really fluid, and there was something that was just very alive about these amazing effects, particularly when these days, mainly due to tight deadlines, a lot of animation feels either very rushed, reduced in quality from its previous glory, or just very copy and paste. Which leads me to my next point. Isekai Cheat Magician, Mao-sama Retry, Arifureta Shokugyo, Do You Love Your Mom and her 2-hit multi-target attacks? Jesus Christ. All of these are the latest batch of Isekai anime hitting summer 2019, and it really is just overkill at this point. Seriously, when it gets to the point that the actual word Isekai is in the title of the anime, it just reeks of unoriginality. So Fire Force feels like a much needed breath of fresh air, offering something that at least feels authentic at a time of uninspired oversaturation. Firefighter anime and manga are far less common than Isekai, and the angle that Fire Force is taking feels even more special. And the last reason that Fire Force really left an impression on me is a personal, but kind of funny reason. So at the very beginning of the anime, an infernal burst into flames on a train traveling between Komagome and Tabata stations, which are real stations on the JR Yamanote line, and part of my work commute, which honestly freaked me out a little bit. I seriously considered either finding a new job with a different route or just riding my bike 26 miles to work every morning. But I'm over it now. So back to the anime, I immediately enjoyed the majority of the characters that we've met so far, although Takehisa may seem a bit cliche, but Kazuya Nakai voicing the crew captain Akitaru Obi really stands out to me. I'm also anxious to learn more about each individual Fire Force member's fire manipulation abilities, and I'm forcing myself to not peek at the manga to see how things unfold. But now it's time for your opinion. What did you think about the Fire Force premiere? And how do you think it will ultimately stack up against the other summer anime heavy hitters like Dr. Stone or Vinland Saga? Give me your thoughts in the comments below. I'll be back soon, but until then, sayonara suckers.